on. So you keep watching that screen, it'll come back on, and then shall I bring you back?
Test this if it's on.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're just checking that we've got our technology in order. Everything's going to plan. Everyone can hear me back at home. Fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Sam said, as he concluded our first session, we are running slightly behind schedule, but that is due to the huge number of interest in all of the properties, and as Sam said, 10 out of the 12 selling in the first session, so it would appear plenty of confidence in the marketplace. Only 4 properties in our final session, so 4 is all we have left for you. My name is Andrew North. In case you're new to the program, I work alongside Shane Cortez and of course Mr. Sam Walmsley as our 3 auctioneers in operation this afternoon. I'm going to take you through the rules of engagement once again. If you weren't right here at the start, you won't have heard that in all cases for the next 4 properties we are selling subject to reserve prices. Auctioneers have been given them. Your job as the bidders and buyers is to get up and over those reserve prices, and if we can achieve that, we will sell the properties to whoever are the highest bidders who bid we choose to accept. You bid today on a cash and unconditional basis with all of your own homework, due diligence completed ahead of today's auction. We've got lots of telephone bidders joining us. In fact, everyone is bidding via the phone. If you're watching right now and you're not on the phone to someone and you want to be competing for our first offering, which is number 1/246 Lake Road, you need to call the listing agent Marie Gray nice and quickly. Our sellers have given all of the auctioneers instructions to bid on their behalf if required. That's their right to engage in vendor bidding. Our preference is not to do it, but for that to happen, it means you need to bid, and the times we'll do it are below the reserve price, and of course when you're not bidding. Just gives you a bit of an idea where you need to be better than. If there's a disputed bid, we usually take the first bid that we see. Our sellers do have the rights to withdraw the property from sale at any stage without disclosing their reserve price. And the fun part, of course, goes a bit like this. The hammer comes down in your favour. At that point, we declare you the new owner of the property, and by your bidding actions, you are agreeing that the auctioneers can sign the contracts on your behalf. and that you will then pay the deposit. The deposit, of course, is 10% of the final purchase price, unless you've arranged something different with our owners and sellers prior to the auctions commencing and starting. Some of the contracts in circulation did not have the settlement clause dealing with COVID, so just understand in all cases that clause will be inserted into the agreements. It does state that the parties agree that in the event settlement is unable to take place on the prescribed settlement date, due to New Zealand still being at COVID-19 level 4 or 3, the parties agree that settlement is hereby deferred to the 10th working day after the government reduces the COVID-19 level to level 2 or below, or such other date as may be mutually agreed. For the sake of clarity, neither party shall have any claim against the other in relation to this deferral. So, ladies and gentlemen, we accept your express bids under that basis and understanding. So, with all that done, we move straight on to offering number 1, brought to the market by Marie Gray, just down the road from our Takapuna auction rooms, ladies and gentlemen, the strategic Takapuna location. The property commonly referred as 1/246 Lake Road in Takapuna. It is more formally described as being a half share in some 1,543 square metres of land. And Marie, I'm sorry, I just haven't got a settlement date.
30th of October.
30th of October. 30th of October is the settlement date, unless you've arranged something different with Marie and her owners ahead of today. So 30th of October 2020, the chattels, as per the documentation that's been in circulation, if you can see from the screen behind, just reminding how special they are, and no expense has been spared in this particular renovation. Somewhat bespoke in its nature, and again, I know Marie has had such wonderful feedback about the job that's been done. There is just one further term of sale that I need to remind you of and take you to, and it just says that the parties acknowledge there is no exclusive use area as part of the cross-lease title being purchased. Neighbours have proposed removing part of the garden wall and the gate adjoining the road and driveway to enable additional parking to be installed. The vendor has not agreed to the proposal, advising their neighbours, as this is common property, it must be agreed by all cross-lease owners and would need to comply with the council site coverage rules. So just making sure you're aware of that. But certainly, ladies and gentlemen, if you're into spoiling yourself, this is exactly what you should be buying. Look at that courtyard, all Italian tiles. It is just one of those properties, ladies and gentlemen, you walk into it, it wraps itself around you and it grabs you. And in a location where, well, we expect this type of calibre, we include the beaches just down the road at no extra cost, and a whole lot of amazing amenities, part of the lineup, part of the show that accompanies this Takapuna address. We've got good interest in the room, and I can tell everyone with the late start wants to get underway.
1.1.
I was right. Okay,
1,110.
You offer me up 10 on top now. At 1,110 again.
20.
20, 20 and 30, 40,
50,
60,
80.
180. At $1,180,000, we were going in tens. Marie jumped in with the 20. $1.2 million now the bid. At $1.2 million winning bid. And ladies and gentlemen, I sell the property away for want of a better offer. At 1.2, we're on the market just like that and ready to go. Do you give me another 10 to go now at $1,210,000? Otherwise, at $1.2 million, I'm selling the property. It is that simple, that straightforward. 1 to 10, you face in the race at 1,210,000, impeccable timing.
20.
1,220,000. Just the one play. Seldom works. Have another go. 1, 2, 3. 30 it is now. 1, 2, 3. As easy as ABC at 1,230,000 the bid now. Selling.
5 on top.
1,235,000. Shortens my stride, but it's good to have you back nonetheless at 1,235,000. 5 I take from you as well. Chico, do you go to 40 now? At 1,235,000. We're selling it away. First time.
1251.
125.
1.
1,251. Strategic bid at 1,251,000. Like your work. Happy the bid? Confirmed? Yes. 1,251. $1,251,000. I don't know what to suggest.
52.
At 52, put one on top now. 1,252,000. What do we say in response? 55, and they give me 3 now. 1,255,000. I sell somewhere at 1,255,000.
1,260.
Nicely done at 1,260,000. I welcome you back at 1,260,000. You don't look done at the rear there.
65.
65, 1,265. The quality, too hard to let go of these sorts of numbers now. 1,265,000. And if you're thinking to yourself, I'll find this just round the corner at this
70.
at 1,270,
71.
71. But against you now, 1,271, maybe 1.3, the strategic play of the day. But we'll do it one by one if you want to. 1,271. It's a Takapuna location. It'll just keep going up and up and up, working for you hard. At 1,271,000. Have I had your best, Chrissy? Are we done? Appreciate you bidding today at 1,271 for one of a bit of an offer. I sell the property away. 3 opportunities though to change your mind. First one now gone. Second time. Third time at 1,271,000. I sell it. You sure? You don't have one more go? Just one. I sell it then. It go. Oh, we're sure. Okay, we sell it. It goes. It goes. So congratulations, well bid, well bought at 1,271,000. You have some happy buyers there. So again, we pause. Another auctioneer, is it you, Sam? Sam will be with you in just a moment time to take you through session, offering number 2. In just a moment, session number 2.
Hello, I take your attention to lot number 2. It is 1/10 Moreton Avenue in the very popular, the very desirable Forest Hill. 1/10 Moreton Avenue, as I mentioned. The settlement date here on this one is set for Tuesday, the 29th of September 2020, or in accordance with clause number 24 on this contract. Now, this is probably proudly brought to the market by Gavin Roberts, Michelle Huron. Their second one up today. We wish you the best of luck, buyers and sellers, on this one. Forest Hill, as I said, you can't beat it. The school zoning, double Westlake, Campbell's Bay Primary, what's not to like? And this home, I absolutely love it. It's just a bush-clad sanctuary. You go in, big open spaces, the living area, open plan, going out to that fantastic deck out the back. It's private, it's peaceful, it's everything you could want. And that indoor flow from indoor and outdoor, it brings the outside in and the inside out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great home. We've got the high ceilings, we've got the details throughout. We now look for a new owner, a new purchaser. Who buys it today? We've got bidders in the room. I look for an opening bid, an opening offer. In your hands, buyers. Where do we say go on 1/10 Moreton Avenue, Forest Hill? $1 million, why not? A great place to start. Around $1 million, we move from there. At $1 million the bid, where to is next? Do we put a 50 on top, take it to $1,050,000, or at $1 million, 3 simple times I call? First time I call at $1 million, the offer twice. I'm sure that doesn't offend anyone. At $1 million for Forest Hill school zoning. Looking for 50 to go. Called it twice at $1 million. Third final time.
Take a 10.
I'll take a 25, half my stride. I'll meet them in the middle at $1,025,000. I'd take it there, but no less at this stage for the Forest Hill, for the school zoning. I'm sure we'd all agree, worth it all day long. First time I call it $1 million. What do we say over the phone? Twice at $1 million, the offer. Third final time at $1 million. 25 bid. Devon, when you buy, what do you say? I want to give you the chance to bid. I don't want you to come to me tomorrow saying I rush you. at $1 million. Live bid. Is there 25 to go? If you don't, I will at $1 million at $25,000 with me. Here it is there, a vendor bid at $1,025,000. I invite you and buy back at $1,050,000. At $1,050,000? No, I take your money, Gavin. Happy there at $1,025,000. At $1,025,000 the bid here. At $1,025,000 with Gavin and his buyer. $1,050,000 now. 50, okay, $1,040,000. $1,040,000 the bid. Where to is next? $1,040,000. What a great buy this would be for Forest Hill and the zoning at $1,040,000. First time I call at $1,040,000. 50 the bid, okay, we travel in 10s from here at $1,050,000. You wore me down. 10 to go, take me to 60. $1,050,000. 3 simple times I call. First time at $1,050,000. Twice at $1,050,000. Third final call at $1,050,000. Is there 60 surely? Worth it all day long. If they think they're overpaying, I assure you they are not. In Forest Hill, a hugely desirable neighbourhood. We've got the 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, what not to like. I remind you, we sold a 2-bedroom unit for more just now. $1,060,000, there we go at $1,060,000. $1,060,000, looking for another 10, take me to 70, or a 1060 the bid, 3 times once again. First time at $1,060,000, 70 the bid here at $1,070,000, $10,000 seemed to be the play of the day at $1,070,000. 80 is next, just 10 to go to get me there. First time at $1,070,000, twice I call it at $1,070,000. Third final time at $1,070,000. 75, looking for a 10, but okay, 75. $1,075,000. It does put you closer to the front door than anyone else at this stage at 1075. 80 straight away at 80 the bid at 80. 85, you started these 5s, keep them rolling, take it at 85. But at $1,080,000, first time I call it $1,080,000. Twice the money at $1,080,000. Third final time at $1,080,000. Any further bid, any further offer, 5 to go. Take me to 85 surely at $1,080,000. I want all buyers to be fair warned. If we pause and we negotiate, no guarantee it comes back. It can be sold in that pause to the highest bidder. If you do not want to risk missing out, imperative, you hold the highest bid, currently at $1,080,000 against you and you. Is there 5 to go surely at $1,080,000? Or I pause, I talk in 3. Bid quickly if you're going to. Can be sold in this pause. 2. Devon, the phone bidding form all signed. If they want to be a phone bidder, they will require some bidding. Just a phone call at the stage. 1. Very good at $1,080,000. A conversation with my highest bidder I'm going to have. I'm going to pass the podium over to Mr. Shane Cortez to carry on with lot number 3. Was that a bid? Now or forever hold your peace, as they say. At $1,080,000. At an 85, there we go, at $1,085,000, competition alive and well. I was sure there was more in the tank. At $1,085,000, I welcome you to the bidding. I wish the best of luck. At $1,090,000 here at $1,090,000. 95 is next, just 5 to go. Or do we go straight to 1.1? We all know it's worth it. At $1,090,000, first time I call at $1,090,000. Twice at $1,090,000. Third, final time at $1,090,000 and at 95, bid at 95. I welcome you back in at 95. 1.1 is next. We even the ledger and at 1.1. 1 the money. At 1.1. Good play for the keys at $1.1 million. A lot of house for the money at $1.1 million. 4 bedrooms, I remind you. Once I call at $1,105,000. 105 the bid, 110 is next. 105 here. First time at $1,105,000. Twice the money at $1,105,000 with Devon and her buyer. Gavin, what do we say? Call the police. Line up all the ones for me at $1,110,000. It would be a steal, but at $1,105,000, Devon's buyer's house, not yours. First time at $1,105,000. Twice at $1,105,000. Third and final time I call at $1.105. At $1,105,000. Gavin, 5. Looking for a 5. Remind them we've got 4 bedrooms. Forest Hill, double Westlake zoning, Campbell's Bay, and at 10 the bid at 1,110,000. 1,110 the money, 15 straight away at 15. 20 is next bid quickly without delay, but $1,115,000. Just 5 to get you back in front to 1,120,000. If they think they're overpaying, I assure you they are not. At $1,115,000, we just sold a 2-bedroom for close to 1.3, and not on these school zones. At $1,115,000, first, second, third, final time at 1.15. Pause I talk, they understand it can be sold in this pause. No guarantee it will be back. Imperative, you hold the highest bid, it gets you in that driving position. But at 1,115,000, that's Devon and her buyer. Bidding quickly. All right, pause I talk in 3. We're going to have another bid, 2. And at $1,115,000 in 1. A quick pause. I'm going to take a conversation with my highest bidder. We'll be back shortly with an update. I hand the podium over to Shane Cordes in a moment. Thank you.
Yep.
Just close the door. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you out rural, a lovely lifestyle property out at Copper, brought to the market by Louis James from our Albany office and Wendy Treadwell from our Browns Bay office. An absolute lovely rural setting when I ventured out there a few days ago. A freehold property, ladies and gentlemen, on just shy of 5,000 square metres, more or less at terra firma. Lot 1, deposited plan of 176771, recorded title is volume 109 Alpha, folio 132. North Auckland Land Registry looks after that one for us. It's 169 Stony Creek Road is your informal address. Chattels, will they remain as per the original documentation? Settlement date, notwithstanding the COVID clause, is profit for Friday the 30th of October of this year. Folks, what an absolute wonderful, wonderful opportunity you have there. It's absolute country living at its very, very finest. It's lifestyle. It's a lifestyle block with space around you. And I'm sure you'll agree with lifestyle with space around you at the moment in the current climate. Boy, it's becoming more and more attractive for us Aucklanders to head out and have a little bit of breathing space. It is absolutely full of the charm of yesteryear, this property. Just this absolutely, look at it. It's a character villa. It sits on just shy of that 5,000 square metres. The setting of it absolutely offers flexibility for any family. Any family, it's got a legal home and income there. It's got an area for other people to stay and live and enjoy the wonders, the smells, the charms of rural Auckland. And of course the opportunity awaits for one of you out there to be part of that great Copper village lifestyle. It is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and we're absolutely charmed and enhanced to have this property and market it on your behalf. Folks, I look for an opening bid or offer at this stage for someone to change their life and head out to rural Auckland. Opening bid or offer, where do we go? Happy to give you a roadmap. Surely it's just shy of 5,000 square metres at $900,000. At 9. Jesus, great buying at 9. I'm happy to start on behalf of the vendor at $900,000. At $900,000, and we'll track down $1 million surely. But at $900,000, $900,000. Well, Louis did say to me, she said to me very clearly, Shane, this is a wonderful, wonderful home. We've got plenty of conditional interest in this one. Louis, it looks as though they were not lying at this stage. And we love it when that happens to us. So in light of anybody picking up that $900,000 bid and moving to $1 million, I'm going to give you a roadmap. If you are seeing this for the first time on screen, it is a wonderful property. Have a deep dive into it. Contact Wendy and Louis and take the journey out
and visit this. You'll be entranced with it. I'm absolutely positive. I'm going to give you a little roadmap as to where you need to be. What won't buy the property, but if you're north of $1.2 million, at $1.2 million, the owners are going to remain the owners of the property. But if you see value at that or above that level, and surely you do with that amount of land, and looking up at the stars at night without those inner city lights, I would be talking to these ladies straight away and forming an orderly queue. But I'm going to pass the property back to you, Louis and Wendy, at $1.2 million, and I wish you all the best with working those conditional buys. We'll be forming a very orderly queue, I would think. We'll hold fire, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you know how Sam's getting on. I'm going to pass the podium back to Andrew for your last one. Sure.
We're just kicking off now. We've got
Right, hello again. I have the pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, of being in charge of our final offering in our session number 2. Sam, of course, is still out negotiating on lot number 2, so he'll be back soon to update you with regards to that. But as I said before, please can we turn your attention to offering number 4 in session number 2. It is number 1 Kahikatea Close in Campbell's Bay, the seaside suburb of Campbell's Bay. So again, we include all of those amazing amenities at no extra cost whatsoever. Mark Pryor, he's in the room on the telephone to some buyers today. He's been the gentleman you've been getting to know at the door or the front door of this particular property, and certainly I know that he's loved representing the property, love getting to know you all, supply to all of you the relevant, pertinent documentation to help you with what I consider to be a very sensible, straightforward and easy decision. It is more formally described, the property that is, as being an estate and freehold. We're talking about some 702 square metres of land. You see the nice flat nature of it down below there, and you've got entertaining options both above and below. A lovely, lovely aspect that means you're never going to be built out, and a big part of the attraction of the home for our current sellers. You can see off to the golf course, Pepuki Golf Course, that again reminds you of how close you are to all of those extra amenities that we started referring to at the start of this presentation. Now, settlement date is the 23rd of October 2020 as per the contract in circulation. I do understand a number of you have arranged variation to that. Please feel very comfortable bidding based on any arrangements that you have made prior to this auction with Mark and our owners regarding that settlement date. The chattels, as per the documentation that's been in circulation, and certainly, ladies and gentlemen, I reckon this is a really comfortable home for you, your family moving forward. You walk into it and immediately you sense the spaces. It is a big home, and for families that require a bit of space from each other, this is exactly what you should be buying. A lot of families say to me, Andrew, we love each other, but you know what? We love a bit of time away from each other. This home allows you to live both together and apart. Translating that for you, it will allow you to live in greater harmony at all time. You've got the lovely underfloor heating down below there. That's going to keep you warm and cozy at winter. And of course, if you are here bidding, buying with family in mind, we include those wonderful schools. I believe it's double zone, Westlake boys and girls. Of course, you've got Campbell's Bay, you've got Rangitoto, so you've got so many options there from a schooling educational facility. I was talking to a young chap who goes to Campbell's Bay Primary the other day. Gosh, he struck me as being intelligent. If you're interested in producing intelligent children, another reason for getting your name next on the title and onto our documentation of ownership. So buyers, with all of that in mind, I wish you all the very, very best. I haven't even talked about the massive garage and the high stud. But ladies and gentlemen, in your hands, inviting somebody to get me underway with the starting bid, or with our last offering, you can make it a last bid and go straight to the end. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Prefer you to start, but if you don't want me to, I'm happy to start on behalf of our sellers. Vendor bid, I start then at $1.8 million. Surely you'd take me straight to 2. Couldn't replace it for these sorts of numbers, I wouldn't have thought. But at $1.8 million, that's a vendor bid, and we go in 2s from there. Looking now for a $2 million bidder and buyer, otherwise at $1.1 million. I count it down and call it away 3 simple times. First time the bid now.
Sorry, go.
At $1.8 million.
No, not at this level. No. Shall we go 100?
Second time.
Yeah. All right, no.
What are we saying, Mark? Any instructions on the phone, Chrissy?
1.9?
Just 2 at the moment, saying they want to do something potentially.
50?
Not at the stage, Mark. I'll go to 1.9. I'm happy to work in 1s. But certainly I'll let them know when I will take 50s.
Shall we go 1.9? So what do you want to bid at?
All right, look, I'm very happy to keep things rolling along. I appreciate it's a big decision. It's a big, big house. But at $2 million, our owners are happy to stay the owners. And I can easily understand and see why. At $2 million, I put in a bid for the sellers now. At $2 million there, I chased down $2.1 million. If you do your calculations, this is just smart, smart buying. At $2 million then for the seller for the first time. $2 million for the seller for the second time.
We'll take your 2.
All right, you've stolen my 2. Okay, I'll retract my vendor bid at 2 and put yours in play. $2 million live bid in the room now at $2 million there. Mark, there's your competition. At $2 million, we have a live bid. At $2 million, I look and chase 2.1.
Oh, 2.1.
Sounds like a fun number to me, not just because it rhymes. At $2 million,
Are you going to bid or?
you just keep talking to the Mark. I'm going to 2.1 for my seller. The bid's against you now, Chrissy. At 2.1 for my seller. At 2.2, I reckon that'll be a safe, sensible next play. At $2.2 million, just tell me if you'd like to go there. Couldn't replace it for these sorts of numbers. At $2.1 million with me for the vendor. First time. Second time.
50 on top.
2150, it's less than I was asking for, more than I have though, so I take it and I work with you now at 2150. Mark, if you'd like to say to your clients, I'll take 50 from them as well at 2150. At $2,150,000 there, I am going to go to $2.2 million, and if they can give me another 50, Chrissy, I'll take it to my owners for them to consider. At $2.2 million is a vendor bid. And at 2.250, they're doing absolutely fine. Certainly not overpaying. A lot of bang for your buck at these sorts of numbers. At $2.2 million on the vendor's behalf. First time.
Okay, we'll take your 2.2 and you have a conversation with us.
Take my
please.
2.2. Okay, well again, I'll retract. Usually I like to be in charge, but in this case, I'm happy to work with you. At $2.2 million, we'll put your bid in play. We'll have a conversation, just not quite at a level where we can sell today. At $2.2 million, we pause. Sammy's still paused. We'll put the mute button on. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with an update and hopefully not too long. So stay tuned, back soon. Hello to everyone at home. Just a very quick update while you continue on your afternoon. Moreton Ave, which Sam Walmsley was responsible for, still in negotiations, getting closer and closer. So again, very happy to keep giving you these wee updates. With regards to number 1, Kahikatea Close, Campbell's Bay, we've had an improvement in our offer to $2.3 million, but we're just having to get on the phone to husband, I believe, and as a husband, I absolutely support that both parties should be part of that decision. So $2.3 million where we're at the moment, and we'll be back with an update. So just wait, enjoy, have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and as I said, we'll be back hopefully in the not too distant future with a final update for our session. Thank you.
We've sold.
Okay, good afternoon again. My final update for this afternoon in relation to number 1, Kahikatea Close, Campbell's Bay. The bid remains at $2.3 million live and on the floor. Unfortunately, we're unable to get hold of the husband or the second party involved in the purchasing decision. So we're just going to give all parties a little bit more time and continue with discussions, negotiations, conversations, and I'm sure it's not going to be too far in the future to the sold sticker at number 1 Kahikatea Close, Campbell's Bay. If you are seeing the property for the first time via our auction live platform, Mark Pryor, he's the gentleman that you need to urgently get in touch with to get some more documentation, information. So ladies and gentlemen, I set the property aside at $2.3 million with negotiations still continuing. So that just means we're waiting one last property update. Sam Walmsley, I'm hoping that he'll be with you in a few short moments to give you that final update. Thank you.
folks, if you are waiting for an update on our last offering today, I think they're pretty close to a decision, and we'll have that with you, I would say, within the next 3 or 4 minutes.
What's the name of it?
Thank you for your patience. I bring you back to lot number 2. It is 1/10 Morton Avenue in Forest Hill. We've an increase now bidding to 1,127,500. But at that level, we are close but no cigar. If you have interest in this one, call your agent, get in touch. But at this point, we do pass on the property at that level. Thank you for being with us today. We've enjoyed selling the properties. The market seems to be good. We've enjoyed having you here, and enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon. Thank you, and all the best from the team here at Harcourts.